All right, for the final exam review, I'm going to go through and make various videos for the different indicators that your review is broken up into. Some of the indicators may get 1 or 2 videos depending on the length because I don't want these to be super long, but the idea is to basically do 1 video per indicator. So we're going to start here with indicator 3.2, which is questions 1 through 5, and see what we can get through. All right, so question number 1, which of the following represents a function? So number 1 is a y equals mx plus b. This is a linear function. The answer is yes. On part B, as soon as you see y squared in an equation, the answer is no. This is also the equation of a circle. And so if you do your vertical line test, it would fail the vertical line test. Part C, y equals x squared, that's a yes. That's a quadratic equation, so that's fine. You've got part D here. You have another y squared, so that's a no. So part C is a quadratic equation that's concave up. Part D is a quadratic that's sideways, so that's why it's a no. E, F, and G are all vertical line test questions, so E fails the vertical line test, so that's a no. F would pass the vertical line test, so that's a yes. Let's actually write the word yes there. And G would also pass the vertical line test, so that is also a yes. All right, any other questions there? Not for question number 1. All right, question number 2, find the missing sides. The 3 triangles here are all the special right triangles. So for a 30, 60, 90, I already have the letter X here, so I'm not going to use that again. So I'm going to go A for the shortest side, that's opposite 30. The hypotenuse is 2A, and then A root 3 for the side opposite the 60. This is the one we know, so that's the one I'm going to make a little equation about. So 6 is equal to A times root 3. Divide both sides by root 3. You're going to get A is equal to 6 over root 3. Rationalize it. That's a horrible 3. Let's try that again. Rationalize it. So 6... Let me actually move this whole thing over. I'm kind of running out of space here. 6 root 3 over 3. That would be a grand total of 2 root 3. 6 divided by 3 is 2 root 3 for A. So X here, this side, right, that's labeled A. That's 2 root 3. And then I'm going to take 2 times 2 root 3 for the hypotenuse. So 4 root 3 for that one. All right, moving right along. Again, this is already labeled X and all the other things, so I'll go ahead and use A for this one. So A root 2 for a 45, 45. And we got to go through the same process here, right? We have 4, which is equal to A root 2. So 4 equals A root 2. Divide both sides by root 2. So we're going to have to rationalize this. 4 over root 2 times root 2 top and bottom. So 4 root 2 over 2, which is 2 root 2. So that's going to be this side is 2 root 2, and X is also 2 root 2. All right. And one more triangle here. It's another 30, 60, 90. So again, they already have X, so let's use A, 2A, and A root 3. We know 10 here, which is labeled as 2A. So 2A equals 10, divide by 2. A is 5, so 5 here. And then A root 3 would be 5 root 3. All right, so there's your special right triangles. What's next? Question number 3, find the area and circumference of a circle that has a radius of 7 centimeters. All right, so area is equal to pi r squared. So we're going to do area is equal to pi times 7 squared. We have a radius of 7. So that's going to be 49 pi. Area, it would be centimeters squared. So that's half your answer. The other half, we want a circumference. Circumference is equal to 2 pi r. So circumference is equal to 2 times pi times 7. So 2 times 7 is 14 pi, and circumference would just be centimeters. So that one's all done. Question number 4, find the center and radius. Love it when your equation is in standard form here. So the center is going to be -2, +9. with a radius of 9. Remember this number at the end here, this 81, that is your radius squared. So when you take your square root, you get your radius of 9. All right, so that's number 4. I'll put a little box around it just to remind myself it is done. And last but not least for this section, question number 5 says, find the circumference of a circle that has an area of 64 pi square meters. All right, let's start with what I gave you. So area equals pi r squared. So that's going to be 64 pi equals pi times r squared divided by pi. So that's all gone. R squared is equal to 64. Let's go ahead and take the square root of both sides. Square root of 64 is 8. Now that you know what the radius is, right, r is 8, let's go ahead and find the circumference. So 2 pi r. So that's going to be 2 times pi times 8. So circumference equal to 16 pi, and the units here would be meters. So while area was square meters, circumference is just meters. All right, that is all of the questions. There we go, get it all pinched in there. That is all the questions for indicator 3.2. As always, please let me know if you have any questions or concerns, and I'll be continuing to make more videos as I go through the next indicators.